If you can fix it, you can keep it. The words sliced through the vaulted atrium. Like a cold gust off the Hudson, sharp, dismissive, meant to humiliate. Evelyn. Carrington didn't raise her voice. She never had to. The way she said it, measured, flippant, perfectly enunciated, was enough to make the marble echo with discomfort. The Orpheus music box sat silent on its velvet pedestal, stubborn in its refusal to perform. All eyes turned to the janitor crouched nearby, wiping a smudge from the black and gold tiles of Malora Heritage Holdings' grand lobby. He looked up slowly. Wesley Thorne was not what you'd expect from a man in overalls. Tall, broad-shouldered, weathered hands, calm, unreadable eyes that had seen too much and spoke too little. There was something old-world about him, like he belonged in another time when men built things that lasted. He didn't answer the challenge, didn't flinch at the laughter murmuring from the polished shoes and silk scarves of the visiting East Asian investment delegation. Instead, he stood. One hand rested on the handle of his cleaning cart. The other reached into a worn leather pouch hanging from his hip. He unrolled a canvas bundle with quiet reverence, revealing a curious mix of tools, some new, some antique, and one that looked like it belonged in a watchmaker's drawer. "Is this part of the tour?" one of the delegates whispered, amused. Evelyn didn't blink. "Apparently, our janitorial staff thinks he's qualified for restoration." Still, she didn't stop him. Maybe she didn't think he'd succeed. Maybe she wanted to watch him fail. Wesley approached the Orpheus box as though it were something sacred, not a broken trinket. The intricate brass mechanism had frozen mid-spin, caught between centuries. Dust lined the edges. The winding key refused to turn. A lesser man would have forced it. Wesley didn't. He knelt, studied the underside, tapped lightly near the worn emblem. Then he reached back into his pouch, and removed a tiny T-shaped pick, slid it in beneath the panel with surgeon-like precision. A soft click. A gear shifted. A second passed, then another, and then click. The box roared softly to life. A melody spilled into the space. Fragile, ancient, beautiful. It wasn't loud. It didn't need to be. It drifted upward like incense wrapping around the marble pillars and glass ceilings, flooding every corner of the atrium with a music that sounded like it remembered how to breathe. And then something no one expected happened. A little girl stepped out from behind the janitor's cart. She couldn't have been more than 8. Auburn curls tied back in a messy ponytail, overalls 2 sizes too big. Barefoot. Without a word, she lifted one arm, then the other, and began to dance. Not like a child, not like someone mimicking TikTok trends. She moved like someone who felt the music, who knew where it came from. Her steps were unpolished but poetic, small turns. Slow dips, a waltz that had no partner but gravity. Silence.